Okay, so basically this is the chessboard, and these are the chess pieces. Everything like this are the chess pieces, and each of the chess pieces have points and movements. The king has the highest point, so this is the king, the one with this cross on the head. That's the king. So on the white side, the king is usually um the fort is on the spot of E. Each spot has letters and numbers. Okay, so on this side you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and on the vertical line you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The black has its own too. So um, these are the pawns, the small ones at front. P-A-W-N, pawn. S for plural, pawns. So the pawns are 1 point. The rook is 5 points. The bishop is 3 points. Um, knight is also 3 points. Knight is the one with the horse head. Likewise, this. Each pieces faces themselves. So the queen has the highest points, 9 points. Okay. So the game ends once the king is captured or the game is forfeited. You know. So the pawns. Let's look at the movements of each pieces. The pawns move one step forward. The pawns can only move sideways if it wants to capture, for instance, the piece is here and this is here. If this piece moves from here to here, this pawn can capture it and replace it. A pawn cannot capture a piece that is in front like this. So, but then a pawn can move on the first two moves. I will use the white piece to make my moves, but whatever moves that the white can make, the black can also repeat. They can also make the same moves. So the pawn can only move 2 steps forward on its first initial move from here. After then, it can only move one. But if the first move is 1 step forward, then it continues moving 1 step forward like that. It cannot make any side moves, except like I said, there's a piece here. Then the pawn can go this way. So then also for the pawn, there's what we call n percent in French. If for instance my pawn piece is here and the opponent makes its first initial 2 step moves, I can go this way and this I've conquered this piece. Hope you get that. If my piece, or for instance the black piece is at this spot and I make my first initial 2 moves of my pawn to this place, this black piece can conquer it, you know. So the aim of the chess game is basically to develop the mind strategically, to think out solutions for solving problems. So the rook moves the rook moves in straight lines, either vertically or horizontally. But then no piece moves across another piece on the chessboard. It's either you overcome that piece or stay where you are, but you cannot move across. In other words, if for instance, my rook is here and my pawn piece is here, for instance, and this is here, it means the only space I have for my rook to move is either to this point from here or to this point. Because my piece is here, I cannot conquer my own piece, so I cannot move like this. I cannot cross this, so I can't go this way. And then there's a piece here, so I can't cross this piece and go to this place. So the only way I can move forward is if I conquer this and replace it at that spot, but I can't go beyond it. I can't go across. That would be an illegal move on the chessboard. Okay, that's for the rook. Then the bishop moves diagonally. For instance, the bishop is here, you can move on this spot down here, or like this. The bishop moves diagonally. The bishop cannot move like the rook in straight. And it only goes diagonally like this. And then we have two bishops. Each of the bishops, each of the sides have two bishops, one on the white spot and one on the black spot. One on the black spot, right? So, sorry, one on the black, one on the white, one on the black spot, one on the white spot. So that's the move for the bishop. And then the knight moves in L shape, any form of L shape. So for instance, if my knight is here, I have legal lots of legal moves. A legal moves means a spot where a piece can go. So this is an L from here. This is an L shape. So my knight can move to this spot. From here, this is an L shape. So you can move to this spot. From here, this is an L shape. You can move to this spot. From this point, this is an L shape. You can move to this point. This is an L shape. You can go here. This is also an L shape. You can go to this point. This is an L shape, but you cannot come to this point because there's a piece here. If I move to this place, it will be an illegal move because there's a piece here. This is an L shape. So the knight can also come to this place, but it can't because there's a piece here. So then the queen, which is the most powerful piece on the chessboard, can move in every direction except the L shape like the knight. The queen cannot move in L shapes. No. The queen can move diagonally and also vertically and horizontally in any direction of the chessboard, but it cannot move like the L shape of the knight. The king only moves one square. If the king is here, he can only move within these squares around. If there is a piece here, there's a piece here. Remember, the knight moves in L shape. So, because the knight can move to this point, the king cannot come here. When the king comes to this point, it's or rather, let me not use my own knight. Let me use my opponent's knight. If it's my own knight, my king can be here. But this is the opponent's knight, so it's attacking this point. My king cannot move here. So, and at the same time, there's a piece here, so my king cannot go to this place. My king cannot come to this point because this is an L shape. My opponent is attacking this point. So, my king can only move here, here, and here. Any spot that is being attacked by the opponent's piece, my king cannot move there. So once the king, for instance, if my king is here and um the opponent's queen is here and the knight is here, and then this piece is here, the only place that the king can go to will be here. Why is that? Because the queen is attacking all the, so the king can, if the king moves to this place, it's still under attack. Cannot move within here. It cannot come to this place because this pawn is attacking here. So he cannot take this piece. He cannot move here because the queen is attacking this line. At the same time, the king cannot conquer the queen because the knight is also attacking this spot. The king cannot go here because this piece is attacking this place. The king cannot come here because this knight is also attacking this point. The king cannot come here because there's a piece here. So the king can only come to this point because there is no attack going on this point. So that's just it for the primary moves, just to understand how each piece moves on the chessboard. And then subsequently, we can now start looking at strategies of the moves, attacks, defense, you know, control systems and all that. So yeah, we'll round it up here.